All right, well, today's topic is going to be, if you're not running late, you're not making money. You guys have heard me refer to this many times on the calls and just talking about if you're not running late, you're not making money. Well, what does that mean? Listen, I'm the kind of guy who likes to get a lot done in a day. A lot of financial planners are not very successful because they go from, hey, I'm going to book a 2-hour appointment at 10 o'clock. I'm going to book another 2-hour appointment at noon. I'm going to book another appointment at 4, and then I'm going to go home for the day, and I'm going to act like I'm doing something. Let me be real with you guys. I'm going to be real blunt and real. That is why they make no money. That's why most agents make no money, because they don't know how to just go, man. The power of go, okay? Listen, run with your hair on fire. If you want, we talk about power days. Let me explain to you what a power day is. That is a crazy start as early as you possibly can. Go all stinking day. At the end of the day, you're exhausted. You probably can't even remember who you wrote up that morning. You're tired of giving your presentation, but you've made more money in one day than most Americans typically make in a week. I don't know where else you can do that, but it is exhausting, and it takes a lot out of you. That's why on Wednesdays, a lot of times we take a day to relax a little bit, get our head right, because we've put in so much energy on that Monday and Tuesday, but you've already typically hit most of your goal in those first 2 days, okay? Then you do your admin and relax a little bit. But running with your hair on fire and running late, okay, what does that mean? Well, listen, I plan for the inevitable. Let me tell you a couple things I know about our business. A couple things I know. Clients will no-show you. Clients will not respect your time. Clients often will not be there when they tell you they will be. All right? So you have to plan for the inevitable. Do not wait 45 minutes sitting in your car because you have an upcoming appointment that you're like, hey, I want to be there right on time and not miss this. I mean, there's a rare occasion to do that. But for the most part, you're wasting your time, okay? You need to really get on it and hammer down and go see as many people as you can during the day. And if that means you miss a couple, that's fine. If that means you make a few people angry, that's also fine, okay? Because the only thing that matters at the end of the week is that you hit your goal. You achieve your numbers. A mentor of mine told me many years ago, Tony, double book people. He said, guarantee you someone will no-show you. I remember thinking that was kind of unusual, and you know what, I did it, and it was funny how many times one of those double books no-showed. I used to book a lot of appointments, and so for those of you who are booking appointments, man, I'd leave myself an hour window here and there to catch up, but I'd run 3 to 4 appointments in a row and double book some just because people will flake out. They won't be there when you get there. It doesn't even mean they're not interested. They just forget. Maybe something came up. I've sold a lot of those people by swinging back later in the evening, so don't give up on them just because they're not there. But don't think too much about it. Another thing, do not set appointments for a specific time. Do not say, hey, Mrs. Johnson, I'll be here at 5 sharp. I've heard agents try to do that before. That is a disaster waiting to happen. Here's what I say. Miss Betty, I'm going to be here. I'm going to try to get here by 4, but let's set that for between 4 and 5. Give me an hour. That's what the cable man does. Man, you guys ever book a Time Warner, or not Time Warner anymore, now Spectrum, but if you book with Spectrum, they're going to give you like a 4-hour window. I mean, that's crazy. Like, so you want me to sit here for 4 hours. So I think it's reasonable to say, hey, I'll be there between 4 and 5, okay? And so when I would book these things, I'd book a whole bunch of appointments. And so it's not too big a deal if you're running a half hour because you're kind of hitting the middle of your appointments. But all of a sudden you'd hit one of those husband and wife situations, big replacement deals. I think Derek Jones mentioned he was in the house for 4 hours yesterday. And that'll end up messing up your whole day. You'll end up running behind. But you know what? Again, you're making money. See, if I was running on time, I'm not making money. So if you're not running late, you're not making money. That's where that came from. I started realizing that the more I was running late, that was a good thing. That means I had a lot of people who bought. That means I saw a lot of people. That means that I was playing catch-up all day, skipping lunch. Man, most of the time, Like my wife had to tell me in the past I need to be more careful with certain ride-alongs because she's like, Tony, you've got some people occasionally ride with you that might have diabetes or low blood sugar. She said, make sure you stop for lunch for those people. I'm like, oh, you're right, I should, because I get in the moment. I'm like, let's go, we're making money. All right, I get very focused on my goals for the day, and I really don't stop until the end of the day. And it's not about being a workaholic. It's about being driven and caring about those numbers. Again, we talk all the time, live and die by your goals. When Tony Sax is in the field on a power day, that is all. I don't care about anything else. I'm not worried about Miss Betty's bank draft. We'll do that on Friday. I'm not worried about the policy deliveries that need to be done. We might stop on Wednesday and do those, okay? Or if I do get a free 15, 20-minute window where I don't have enough time to door knock, maybe I'll go do that. But the key is to focus on high activity. Just go, 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 go. This might be hard for some of you to understand. You might say, I don't like to be that, that crazy. I'm just telling you, you need to run fast. Really, really freaking fast. Okay? It's important. If you don't, you won't have the success. You hear these stories from agents producing 2,000 premium in a day. That's because they're running with their hair on fire. They're moving quick. Now, it's fun, though. It is fun. I'll tell you, if you love the game, that's why we have the calls in the morning. That's why it's important to have a running buddy. That's why it's important to share on the group chat what you're doing, because it encourages other people that maybe aren't having a great day. Maybe they're having a rough morning, whatever it might be. Okay, that's where the team comes in. I'm getting off topic a little bit. I want to mention this. Over the years, I've had some agents leave for various reasons. Maybe they just weren't good at it, but oftentimes they've come back or they've called me and said, it's just not the same not being in the team. I miss the camaraderie. I have this over here, but, it didn't really pay me anymore because I don't have the mojo anymore I had when I was with you guys. I'm just telling you guys, I've heard it over and over and over again. We've got something special, okay, and it fires people up. So anyways, back on topic here. Plan for the waste of times. Double book appointments. Plan for no-shows. I've already covered those. Grab those 30-minute windows. So let's say you do just get out of an appointment, and maybe you had a no-show of one of your one-hour appointment windows, and you've got maybe 30 minutes left before your next appointment that could be coming up. I would take advantage of the door knock. I know you've only got 30 minutes. You might say, well, what if I get inside? I end up closing somebody. It takes 2 hours. Sorry. Then you know what? Apologize to the next one. Let me explain something to you. It's better to ask for forgiveness and apologize. Okay? It's better to ask forgiveness. Don't call ahead. Don't say, hey, I'm running late. If you call, you know what they're going to say? Forget it. Forget it. You need to just show up. Okay? So I'd get out of that one. Let's say hypothetically, you hit a door knock that causes you to run 2 hours over. I would rather show up. I've had more people tell me, I thought you were going to be here at 2 and it's 4:30. I'm so sorry, Miss Betty. I see everybody in Columbus sent me these cards back, and I'm out just trying to catch up. I'm so sorry. I'm playing catch up today. You know what they do? They let me in. You know what happens if I call ahead and try to apologize and reschedule? They cancel 99% of the time. Just forget about it. I'm not really interested anyways. You need to understand the business we're in, okay? So do not call ahead. Real important there. We've talked before about love the one you're with, and it's really important that you understand, too, not to rush out of an appointment where you've made a sale before you have the time to properly warm down, build good rapport, re-solidify the sale. There's a good chance the one you're going to next may not be a deal, may not even be there when you get there. Why would you rush out of the one you're with to go to the next one? Again, if you're running late, it's okay. I guess what the theme of today's call would be, it's okay if you're running late. Don't sweat it. It'll be fine. You make somebody angry, it's fine, okay? I've done it a million times. Obviously, we try not to do that, but it happens. And if someone's, going to be that frustrated over that, they probably weren't going to be sold anyways. That's my theory on that, okay? Tell you a quick story here, and then we'll wrap up. I had a situation here quite a few years ago where I showed up at the house. Like, I'd get out of a 6 o'clock appointment at like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and I had 3 appointments left that I completely just completely missed them. And so I could just go home right then, or I could still try to swing over and see them. And depending on how I felt about the leads and the appointments, I would look at the 3 appointments left, and I would just kind of figure out which one I thought was going to be the best one to go to. Sometimes it might be the later night one. And I would just go over there and apologize profusely. Sometimes I would drive by to see if the lights were on. If the lights are on, I'd bang on the door. I'm so sorry I'm running late, but I'm glad I got you. You know what's funny? I've had many nights. You can ask my wife this. Many appointments I walked out of at 11:30 at night. I found out how late Aptical stays open till. It used to be I think it's 2 o'clock now, but it used to be midnight because we got close one night to closing a deal at midnight because that's how long after the presentation was done. I think I started around 10 o'clock. Had a great time, replacement situation. I think I drove home with like $3,000 that day in commission. Yeah, I was exhausted, beyond exhausted. I was running absolutely late. I blew off the last 2 or 3 appointments for the day. Did it matter? No, because I hit my numbers for the day. Guys, if you get anything out of today, just go out there and see tons of people. Just see as many people as you can. Don't ever assume that people don't want to see you because it's late or because it's, a bad time. People need what we have. And I'll tell you, more people are friendly when you show up and you apologize than you think. And then it doesn't even matter after that first introduction. Suddenly it's like you're the greatest friend. They realize, you're just a person trying to do your job. So, guys, I hope you got something out of that today. I know I did. Appreciate everyone listening in. And we will see you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place.